What's up, good people? Yusuf here from TechDroids, and welcome to your daily dose of entertainment while we are all staying safe and self-quarantining. I hope you're doing well. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Samsung Galaxy A71. It's their new mid-range device that retails for 30,000 rupees, and it's targeted towards the offline market for people who are looking for a phone around that price. It has a lot of good features, and I had the chance to use the Galaxy A71 when it came out in India. And in today's video, we're going to be unboxing it in the Prism Crush black color, and I'll tell you guys what's the new good features that it has. Should you buy it? Should you not? Is there any other alternatives that you might consider? So all that about the Galaxy A71 in this video. So with that being said, let's get started. Alright, so starting off with the unboxing and taking a look at the box itself, it's your usual, plain white Samsung box with a picture of the phone itself towards the front, and you can see it's the Prism Crush black color, and you have some other information as well. Now, taking that lid off, first things first, you have this packet that contains your reading material, so your quick start guide, your regional log guide, SAR values, your warranty information and stuff like that, all boring stuff. Next up, you have this free silicone case that's included. Now, this is free and appreciated, but I do recommend something better to protect your phone from, drops and scratches and dust and stuff like that. Next up, you have the phone itself, so take the plastic off and peel that sticker that reveals the Prism Crush black color, and it's a gorgeous finish. Although it takes up a lot of fingerprint and smudges, it is a really good looking phone. You have some diagonal lines going around the phone. There's a gradient back, so with different lighting conditions it should look pretty good in my opinion. It's a sleek and just really good looking device in my opinion. Then you can also see that there is a quad camera layout, which we'll talk about in a second. Now getting to the accessories, first things first, you have a 25-watt super fast charger. Now this has USB Type-C, and it is really appreciated, and I do like Samsung, moving to fast charging even for their mid-range or higher mid-range devices, and this should get your phone charged up really quickly as it's a 25-watt charger. Then you have your USB Type-C to Type-C cable. Now this is only for charging, and unless and until you do have a USB Type-C port on your laptop or your PC natively, you need to get like a USB Type-A to Type-C cable if you want to do data syncing with your phone and you just want to connect it via normal USB. Next, you have these in-ear pair of earphones. Now these are better than the basic ones, and they do sound really good. They have an inline remote as well as mic to take and end calls, and these are of the better quality. Again, free, so appreciated, and Samsung is one of the only brands that does include it. And that's about it for the unboxing, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Now let's get to the phone itself. Alright, so with the unboxing out of the way, let's talk about the phone itself now. And the A71 has a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED panel with a resolution of Full HD+, and it is a 20:9 aspect ratio. So again, you have a narrow aspect ratio here, and this does have the Widevine L1 certification. So if you're watching videos and playing games and just consuming a lot of content in apps like Netflix and Amazon Prime, you should have a really good experience. And it is a Super AMOLED panel from Samsung, so in my opinion it's really good. It's still 60 Hz, and I feel like Samsung might have to upgrade their refresh rate even in their budget devices, as more and more phones are moving towards the 90 Hz refresh rate even for the cheaper price. So again, that's something for the future, not now. The 60 Hz panel on the A71 is really nice, and it's a decent panel in terms of the price. And again, it's the Samsung quality, so it gets really bright, and watching videos and stuff is a really nice experience. Good contrast, good dynamic range, and the deep blacks. I really enjoy Samsung displays from the time I've actually laid my hands on them. So again, it's a really nice display, and powering that display is some good specifications. So under the hood, you have the Snapdragon 730 SoC with the Adreno 618 GPU, 8GB of RAM, 128GB of internal storage, which is expandable via micro SD, and there's a triple slot, SIM tray. So you have two SIM cards as well as one micro SD card, and that's really nice that they're not compromising and giving you those hybrid slots, which I really don't like. So you can have two dedicated SIM cards as well as one micro SD, and there's a huge 4500 mAh battery which is supporting fast charging, so you can charge it using that 25-watt fast charger, and it's really good battery life in my opinion. I was able to get one full day out of this phone with heavy usage, watching videos, using the camera, playing some games, and the battery life in my opinion is really good on this phone. And this is expected, as the Galaxy A51 had really good battery life, so the A71 should have good battery life as well, because it's the same 60 Hz panel, it's the same Full HD plus resolution, and it's not powering the beefiest specifications as well. And inside that display is also going to be an in-display fingerprint scanner, which in my opinion is really nice. Again, it's optical, but it's fast, it's accurate, and 9 out of 10 times it works. And that's all you want from an optical fingerprint scanner, that it works. And yeah, it is not going to be like the most secure thing in the world. You might not do payments and stuff, but for just unlocking the phone and stuff like that, it's pretty good. And now talking about the design and build quality of this phone, you can see towards the front that there's a punch hole cut out now, and Samsung calls it the Infinity O panel. The punch hole, in my opinion, is slightly bigger than the Galaxy S20 series, but that is expected as this is a cheaper phone at 30,000 bucks. And this punch hole slash Infinity O panel is better than any notch in my opinion. And yeah, pop-up cameras do have a chance of failure, whereas these are just normal cameras, so they don't fail and you have nothing to worry about. And this punch hole is centered and it's symmetrical, so it doesn't annoy me as much as a notch does. And talking about software on this phone, you do get Android 10 out of the box with Samsung's One UI 2.1. And Samsung's One UI, in my opinion, is improving day by day. With each iteration, with each version, they are cleaning up the software, reducing the bloatware. Although there's some bloatware on the phone, you can uninstall it and it's getting faster, and there's a lot of customization. There's a good features that you may or may not use. There's some features that are just shoved off your face you may never use. But again, One UI is improving and Samsung software is actually getting better in my opinion. So it's really snappy, it's really fast, and multitasking on this phone is also great. And again, we're talking about performance, so gaming is really good. The 730 can handle a full HD display no problem at 60 Hz. And if you're playing PUBG or Call of Duty, you should have a really good experience. And just day-to-day tasks, social media and doing normal stuff was really quick on this phone. It was snappy. I didn't face any lag or anything. So in my opinion, the performance is actually pretty nice for this price. And doing a short overview of the phone, you have the USB Type-C port on the bottom with the headphone jack and your speaker grill. And moving towards the top, you have your noise cancellation microphone. Towards the right side, you have your power button and your volume rockers. And towards the left, you have your SIM card plus your micro SD card tray. Alright, now moving on to a big upgrade on this phone, and that's the cameras. There's a quad rear camera setup on the back, and there's a single front camera, which is 32 megapixels. And talking about the quad rear camera setup on the back, you have a 64 megapixel main camera with f1.8 aperture. Then there's a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, and there's a 5 megapixel depth sensor and a 5 megapixel macro sensor. So there's a lot of cameras on this phone, and they do perform really well. With good lighting, there's good dynamic range, the shots turned out to be really detailed. And for the price of 30,000 rupees, you wouldn't really complain. These can compare to some flagship devices as well, and the pictures and the videos were really nice. And there's a lot of modes also that you get inside the phone. You do get portrait mode, so that's live focus, and you get AR emojis, there's super steady video. You can record videos up to 4K resolution. And again, the front camera as well as the back camera do turn out to be really good in terms of the quality. The front camera can give you really nice selfies. Again, in low lighting conditions, the camera do struggle, but if you give it some good light, the shots are really detailed. There's good dynamic range in my opinion, and yeah, the phone has really good cameras for its price. And talking about some of the extra features on this phone, you have NFC, so full support for Samsung Pay. You have an always-on display feature and also Dolby Atmos. So again, if you're consuming content on this phone, that will enhance your experience. And talking about the build quality of this phone, it is very sturdy in my opinion, and it is glass-stick. As Samsung says, it's a mixture of plastic and glass. It feels like glass in my opinion, but again, it takes up smudges and fingerprints, and just like any plastic or glass phone, it does look dirty after a while. So I do recommend putting on that case or skin, basically something to protect the phone from dust and drops and just scratches and stuff like that. But other than that, it's a very lightweight phone. As I said, it's a very sleek phone, good to hold, feels really comfortable and feels premium, does not feel cheap. And yeah, as I said, I was really surprised about the lightweight, as it's a big phone and a big battery, but Samsung has managed to keep the weight to the bare minimums here. Alright, so conclusion time. For the price of 30,000 rupees, is the Galaxy A71 a good device? Is it worth it? And the answer is yes. For the offline market, if you want something offline, if you want something from Samsung, if you want something from a reputable brand, a good quality phone, the A71 in my opinion is a thumbs up. I totally recommend it for its price. Yes, Samsung is charging a premium for its brand value and for its extra features that it offers, and there are other phones that you get in this price range or something cheaper than this that'll offer you better specifications, maybe a better higher refresh rate display as well. But those are online, and if you don't trust online, if you don't want to buy online, if you don't want to keep waiting in flash sales and facing stock issues, inventory issues, the Galaxy A71 turns out to be a really good phone. Again, for Samsung lovers, for good phone lovers, if you want something from a well-known brand, the A71 in my opinion strikes a balance between price to performance, has a good feature set, plus a good display, a good set of cameras, performance is nice. So in my opinion, you should go ahead and hit the link down below and purchase it. If you do, it helps the channel out. So again, I'll leave links down below so you can learn more about the A71 as well as purchase it from Amazon.in. And that's about it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If this video was helpful, go ahead and smash the like button. Let me know in the comments down below what do you think about the video, what do you think about the Galaxy A71, and what phone are you using right now, and how are you spending your quarantine days? Let us know. Let us all talk in the comment section down below. And that's been it. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future uploads. Hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.